All right, FishAholics, welcome back to another episode. If you've been subscribed to the channel and following along, you probably saw me last in Virginia or North Carolina, and we left there, finished our journey along the East Coast, and now we're back in the Northeast here in Jersey, here with my Montauk buddy Matt, and I rigged up both the Hobies, and we're gonna try and get out on the water here and catch some stripers. And if you guys have been, a subscriber for a long time, you remember my first original old blue Hobie here, and
hopefully you don't screw it up.
Yeah, Matt's taking her out. Look at this interesting flag system he's got here.
First, baby.
And a broken ugly stick he turned into his flagpole. But his Hobie is out in Montauk. But yeah, we're gonna get after it and see if we can get on some nice stripers. I'm super stoked to be here, and it's a beautiful Saturday, so it's pretty busy, a lot of guys out there, but there's a lot of water to fish, and we're just gonna troll around to start and see what we can find. So let's get after it. Wow, is it flat today? Whew. Such a gorgeous kayak fishing day. And that's why it's so packed out here. Right now I'm probably counting like 30 kayakers out there, and being that it's a weekend and it's been raining like the last couple days, it's gonna rain the next 2. You gotta use the best windows you can to get out in the kayak. All right, so this morning on the bay, we've got a flood tide till about 10 a.m. It's a little after 6 now, and we're gonna start off with a 3/4 ounce FishAholic SNS jig head and a Wonderbread FishAholic shad, and we will start trolling our way out until either one get a bite or start marking some fish. And I'm really gonna try and get out close to the channel area where it starts dropping off to like 12, 15 feet of water. I think that'll be our best shot at possibly finding some stacks of fish. That's like really my favorite way to catch stripers, when you're just marking like such thick stacks that the fish finder is almost marking it as the bottom, and then you just drop it straight down, vertical jig them, or you can cast into them and reel along the bottom and just nail them. But catching them on the troll is fun too, and I guess today we probably have a shot at catching stripers this big to 30 pounds. So should be exciting if we get a good little variety. All right, so it's probably been about 10-15 minutes. We're out, I would say, about a mile, and it's starting to drop off to about 9 feet finally. So I'm thinking any minute now this might be our first spot. We'll start seeing some marks or get our first bite. All right, so you just had the first bite?
Yeah.
All right, cool, good sign. Matt just got bit, like literally like 5 seconds after I just said we haven't had any bites, so that's a good sign. Squeak, 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 squeak. Ugh, I need to do something to this drive. I'm just gonna slowly reel up my bait, see if I get a bite, and then I might switch to chartreuse. I mean, the water's not that dirty out here. It's a little bit cleaner, it looks like. I'm probably just gonna switch to a heavier jig head, I think I'm using 3/4. Let's see if I got something a little heavier, being that it's starting to get deeper out here. And I did see some pretty significant marks on the last end of the pass, and we didn't have any bites. So maybe I just wasn't getting down close enough to the bottom. And I was trolling with a 3/4 ounce. We'll try this 1 ounce jig head, and water's not too terribly dirty out here, so we'll probably try I guess the Wonderbread here we got out, so we'll give it a shot. Look at that, that's either one big fish or a couple of fish right there. Let's just take one cast, and then we'll probably get back to the troll. Oh, fish on right there. That's a dink, but that means there's some fish around here. Just after I marked a few, there was probably like a bunch of little ones that went underneath us. I'm gonna take one more cast while standing up, and then
big
we'll
boy.
I've got pretty good balance. Yeah, and then I think we should get back on the troll though until we find like a real stack of fish, if we find them. So I'm just letting this sink to the bottom, and then I'm like pulling it up 5-6 inches to a foot, letting it drop back down. Yeah, we got to. And Matt is hooked up again. I haven't had one like decent bite yet. I had a little piece of weed on there, but just marked a few fish right back there. Got more marks right below me here, bigger too. I'm gonna try back trolling. There's it, there's one. Woo-hoo-hoo! Back trolling got the job done. Heck yeah. There she is. Booyah. First Jersey Northeast striper of the season. Look at this one, he's got like a bunch of broken stripes. This side is clean. Look at that. Okay, quick look, and there he goes. All right, so pretty sweet, broke the ice. Now we just need one like 2 to 4 times the size. Yeah, it was really cool. When you're trolling backwards, you can definitely just jig it a little bit better, and I think like work it up and down right along the bottom a little more effectively. Oh, there's another one. On the back troll, baby. Heck yeah. Finding the technique. Yeah, pretty consistently. This one's a little bit better. Like right above the bottom. That's a pretty one. Whew. Gorgeous. There she goes. Whew. That water's a little chilly. Okay, well, I just trolled through that last little pack of fish, and last like 5-10 minutes or so. Haven't seen anything on the screen, but we trolled in a little bit shallower, so we're gonna start getting back on the move and really put some water behind us and cover some ground and start trolling straight so we can do that. I can't troll you know, miles going backwards. All right, I think we should go back out. Ooh, all right, fish on. Just put the rod in the rod holder to change out the GoPro, and this fish slammed it. Just straight trolling without much jigging or anything, just the action of the bait. Little baby. Probably the smallest one of the day. All right, well, one more to the board. We're about 13 feet of water. Let's try trolling out a little bit further and find some like 15, 16 foot. Maybe we'll have some different size fish out there, a different action. All right, hooked up. Feels like another tiny one though. Oh, there's one. It's probably pretty small. It's not pulling drag at all. All right, well, let's clip this off. And let's just try for like 10, 20, maybe 30 minutes. This bigger FishAholic finback shad. You never know. There could be just some big rogie bass right below us, sitting real tight to the bottom, just looking for a bigger bite that's worth the energy. Whoa, look at that. Did you see that? Oh, like a 27 incher just followed it up to the surface. Oh, fish on the big shad. Oh, still feels like a little guy though. All right, it's a little bit bigger quality. There we go. Nice. He wanted that 7-inch FishAholic finback. All right, well, we'll cast it back out there, try trolling for like another 5-10 minutes with it, see what size fish we get, if we get any more on it, and then we might switch it up again. Oh, fish on. That's a better one. Matt, maybe you should try the bigger shad. What? No, he's smaller. Yeah, he's kind of hooked funny in the mouth, so his mouth was like stuck open, so it's kind of like pulling a bucket through the water. Oh, nice. Matt just hooked up after switching to the bigger shad. I think the tide is possibly just starting to switch around and go out, and we're kind of on our way back to where we started, but we're out in some deeper water closer to the channel. How's he feel? Little guy. There was some pretty good bend in that rod. I was a little worried. I gave Matt a little bet if he catches a 30-pounder today on the 7-inch FishAholic shad, I'll give him $100. Wow, let me see that. He literally choked it. Nice. Yeah, not bad. There she goes. Might be. I mean, it's getting pretty. It's like getting towards the end. Yeah, we are. We're moving pretty quick. Oh, there's one. Oh yeah, he's pulling out a little drag. That's what I like to hear. There he goes. All right, guys, so check this out, which it's pretty cool. This is like the tide line. So on the left side here, the current's going out, and over there on the right side, like Matt, is still on some incoming water. So maybe by just jumping over here across the tide line, that's, you know, we might find a whole different scenario of feeding fish, bigger fish. Not really sure, but it could be a good thing. You know, this water pushed up all morning, got warmed up, and now it's dropping out. The fish over here might be a little bit more fired up. So I think that is going to be about it. And for some of you wondering, where's my life jacket? Well, it's hard to wear when you leave it at home. So being that it was such a calm, beautiful day, it's still a beautiful day out here. You know, and I'm used to like kayak fishing, some pretty gnarly stuff, especially out in Montauk. And speaking of which, I should be out there probably in a couple weeks. So I am going to be still doing some guiding in the surf, possibly in the kayak. But if you're interested, I'll put a link down in the description. Definitely check it out and shoot me an email or hit me up, and we'll put something together on the book. But yeah, decent outing out here. We both hope for, I guess, more and bigger fish, but it's the name of the game. It's fishing. We gave it a shot, and it'll just make us more hungry to come back another day, hopefully next week when the weather is nicer or more favorable for putting some nicer fish under the kayak, and we can jig them up or troll them up, whichever. So I had fun. Beautiful day out here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe to keep up to date. And like always, live to fish, fish to live.